Highlights of Miles Guo's live broadcast on February 18, 2020. CCP's new domestic and foreign strategies to overcome coronavirus. In the past 8 hours, the Chinese Communist Party (CCP) factions based in Hubei, Shanghai, Guangdong and Hong Kong have had fierce political and economic struggles. The leadership has opted for 3 new strategies in order to overcome the severe challenge posed by the Wuhan coronavirus epidemic. 1. The CCP determines to internationalize the propaganda about the epidemic so as to resist the international community's pressing for the truth about the origin of the Wuhan coronavirus. The Chinese embassies and consulates worldwide have received confidential orders from Beijing to continue lying, cheating and fabricating the truth of the epidemic. Yang Jike, Bruno Wu and Sun Lijun are maneuvering diplomacy in the US and Europe. The CCP's local proxies, typically Wall Street, mainstream media, biological and medical science sectors and other silent forces, are joining the CCP to further distort the truth. The New York Times just published an article to smear Miles Guo, Steve Bannon and Bill Gates for their information about the epidemic. It signals the first shot in the CCP's media warfare. More disinformations are following. The purpose is to shut up the 3 top dissident media, the Gnews, Ludatalk's YouTube channel and Bannon's War Room. 2. The CCP uses falsehood to keep the economy running. It understands that particularly in case of a financial halt, the government would collapse. The CCP has used sinister means to prevent its lifeline, i.e. Shanghai, Shenzhen and Hong Kong exchanges and financial markets, from collapse. Wang Qishan commands and controls the computer systems of the stock markets. The traders are intimidated not to sell but to buy only. The Chinese yuan will be devalued to 7.5 or even 8 to the US dollar. Taking the advantage of the epidemic, this currency manipulation is economic warfare against the US and the West. Feeling the pain of being hijacked, the Western countries will be forced to soften their stances. 3. The CCP will imminently issue new policies concerning political reform and economic opening up. Politically it will make promises for democracy, rule of law and freedom. Economically it will redefine and deregulate privately owned business. The government will offer favorable conditions, such as tax holidays, negative list, zero/low interest loans and regulatory facilitations, to private businessmen and Chinese diaspora with the origins of Hong Kong, Taiwan and overseas. Miles Guo emphasizes that the 29th February will be a significant watershed of the epidemic. The return to business necessarily requires the reopening of roads and public transport services. Bearing in mind the shortage of masks is still overwhelming, the movement of people will certainly expedite spreading the virus. Reopening business will further put large numbers of people's lives in jeopardy. Opting to reopen for business in most areas and sectors, the CCP is completely aware of the probable entailed millions death toll. Yet it does not care less for the lives and deaths of the people if these are necessary for its own survival. Catastrophe is yet to arrive. People inside China should never believe the CCP's propaganda and hence become careless. Stock up food, medicine and necessities. Stay at home or escape to remote mountains and villages. Thanks for watching.